Good evening, everybody. How are we all doing this evening? I think it's time to oil my chair again. What do y'all think? It's starting to creak and groan a lot. Hello, Mary and Lorraine and Susan and Dean. Hello, Miss Judy. Hello, Tina. Hello, Miss Rita. How are you? Look at her. Isn't she pretty? We like her. Hi, Dottie. Look at her. She's so big. Keep in mind, I'll say in a minute. All right, so we have lots of goodies to go in this wreath, as well as ribbon. And no, I did not. This came from Pizzazz Wreaths. Sandra is awesome. Let me summon her. Let me see if I can summon her. Shall we? We shall. See if we can get her to. There's my Tina Kelly. Where is everybody? Okay. Ta-da, 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 ta-da. All right, y'all. So let's get started, shall we? We shall. All right. So I need to explain something to you because I've kind of never explained this before. Why I put my ties the way that I do. On the outside, I'm actually pretty specific about how I put my ties. Oh, let me get my one zip tie. My bad. My Tina Kelly. She's my Tina Kelly tonight. Okay, so let me explain to y'all because I've kind of never explained this. So I'm pretty specific on how I put my ties in. So you see this is the top center of the board. I make sure that my ties start when I start on either side of this. And I do this for a reason. Because I found that the mesh flows better if you do it this way than if you do it here and here. Just letting y'all know. So I'm pretty specific about that when I put my ties in. By the way, I finished my Christmas decorations today. I posted a video on my page if y'all want to go over and check that out. Some of the ribbon and stuff in my Christmas decorations I bought from Unique in the Creek. All right, so we're using a full roll of mesh. We're using 20 pieces, 18 inches. And we're just going to ruffle it up. Look. Okay. Let me say it for you, Lynn. UniqueAtTheCreek.com. That make y'all feel better? It took me a week, Dottie. It took me a week because of my back. It's taking me a whole lot longer to do everything right now because of my back. I could have normally got all of this done in like a day before, and now it's taking me so much longer because, yeah. It's a snow girl. It's not a snowman. It's a snow girl. Okay. The world of Jackie-isms is real, folks. It's real. Y'all should have seen all the totes stacked all over the house. Now my poor husband's going to have to carry all the totes back outside to the storage. Like, poor Mr. Chocolate. Well, she is about to educate you, my little librarian. She's about to educate you on how to make a wreath. Awesome, Laurie. I'm so glad to hear that. That means you can carry me around at Craig Bachman. She's laughing now, y'all. She's like, I'm not feeling that good, Jackie. She's like, not feeling that good. Don't push the maybes, baby. I might have to bring my cane with me. I don't decorate the outside of my house. I did for a couple years, and then it was just like, it ends up going in the garbage. It doesn't really get cold enough here, and then we end up with all kinds of bugs in it and dust from farm. Like, no thanks. So I gave up decorating the outside of my house for Christmas. So I just do it inside, big, over the top, which is fine. Plus, my neighbors wouldn't see it anyway. So it's okay. By the way, if you're used to, I don't know if you, can you heat seal this mesh, Laurie? I don't know. Can you heat seal the snowdrift? Everybody's like, yes, Jackie, you can. You're the expert. You're supposed to know these things. I don't heat seal, y'all. I'm putting my mesh in right side up. Okay. It is right side up. Trust me on this. Trust the process, folks. Trust the process. We keep saying this. Trust the process. Trust Jackie. In Jackie, we trust. I will show you why. Keep in mind, when designing, there is no wrong way. Okay? There is not. There may be a different way to do something which creates a different outcome. There is not just one way to skin a cat. I have been ruffling my mesh like this for 15 years, y'all. I might be onto something. Just might be. I don't know. It's a thought. This is my 5th back surgery. I know I'm extremely blessed to still be functioning as well as I am. I bet you did, Carrie. See, you'll see. Everybody does that. Like, what's worst of all, during the summer, some people will get a huge kick. They see some kind of snake post on Facebook, and they're like, Jackie, this made me think of you. And I'm like, well, you could have thought of me without sharing that. I messed up for a reason, and I'll show y'all why I messed up here in just 2 seconds. But I have to move this ruffle right here. I have to move it. I will show y'all in just 1 second. Moving this one, I know seems crazy at the moment, but there's a specific reason. Oh. Ooh, I'm being awful quiet tonight. What is wrong with me? I'm being quiet. Oh my gosh. Can I complain for a minute? Would y'all like to hear me complain about something for a minute? Have y'all ever had like one of those days where like, I don't know, like nothing seemed to go totally right, and you just eventually threw your hands up and said, "That's it. That's it. I'm not touching anything else. Nothing. Nothing." Right? So I kind of had like a day like that yesterday. And I needed to go to Hobby Lobby to pick some stuff up. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll just wait till my husband gets off work. I'll run by, snatch him up, we'll go together. So we did. They had this amazing Grinch carpet there. And then my husband, this is what my husband says to me. Ultimately, I put it back because this got stuck in my head. Buster is a male dog, Chica's female, which kind of causes Buster to sometimes want to continue to mark his territory. So my husband goes, as I put this in the shopping cart, he's like, "Oh, that's so nice of you to get Buster his own personal potty pad." And I'm just like, now today I'm sitting here going, I should have just bought it anyway. Buster doesn't pee on my area rug. I should have stood up for the little guy and, like, not taken that crap. Because Buster's a good boy. Despite that. He's a guy. He's a guy. He thinks he's got to pee on his territory. Okay? He still marks stuff. But anyway, so then, because my husband survived Hobby Lobby, you know, you got to take them out and reward them after they go to Hobby Lobby. You take your husband to Hobby Lobby, and, well, and I got down on the floor, too, because I was looking for a specific pick, too. And he had to peel me off the floor, y'all. I didn't think I was going to be able to get up. And he goes, "I told you I would have got down there." I was like, I was already halfway down. So my husband's having to peel me off the floor of Hobby Lobby. So anyway, so next thing I know, it's like, okay, let's go to Olive Garden. So we go over to Olive Garden. We're sitting there, we're having our meal, we're having a nice time, and we're talking. All of a sudden, these ladies walk in, and I took a bite of my food and her freaking perfume! Ah! Oh my gosh! I'm here to tell you, do not spray perfume on right before you go into the restaurant, nor shower yourself with perfume on before you go into the restaurant. That's just rude. And I mean rude. That's a level of rude and selfish. Just because you think your perfume smells good, you are only supposed to put enough on so that you can smell it, not so the whole restaurant can smell, and I mean the whole restaurant. Okay, because it was so bad. And I was nice. I was nice. I was very nice about it. I went up to the hostess station and I got the manager. And I asked the manager, I was like, "Can you please, like, move us?" Because I couldn't even enjoy my meal now, y'all. Because they sat them directly behind me. So I couldn't even enjoy my meal now. And the manager was very gracious and moved us, got our plates and, you know, everything, and moved us. Because at my husband's like, "Well, I can't smell it." Okay. Whether you can smell it or not, it's ruining my dinner. I mean, literally, I can't even tell you, I've never, ever, 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 ever asked to be moved in a restaurant because of somebody's perfume. I was getting sick, Lynn. I was actually getting sick. I just don't know what we're thinking. I just, you know, that's just, it's just rude. It really is. It really is. Okay, so the reason I moved my one piece of mesh is because when I was cutting my mesh, um, it was, the roll was short. So I had one piece of white I had leftover mesh white that was similar, and so I know I'm going to put my bow here, so I'm going to take and hide my similar mesh with the bow. So that's why it was important to move that one stinking piece. Perfume is a very, very personal choice. It's a very personal choice. Okay? When you wear perfume, okay, number one, it should be for you to smell it, not freaking everybody. And the person, your significant other should be close enough to kiss you to smell it. Y'all know what I mean? If you're that if it's like if you're afraid that you stink, go take a shower. Don't douse it down with perfume. Like, ugh. Da, 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 da. I know that makes me sound like a horrible person, but then again, no, it doesn't. Okay? I live my life as a very, very, very considerate person to everyone around me and the things that I do. Right? And I realize some people will sit there and say, well, when you go out in public, that's what you get. No, that's not. And that shouldn't be somebody's attitude of, like, no. That was literally an assault on the senses. I don't go out in public to get assaulted by somebody's perfume. All right, so we're going to cut our ribbon tails 14 inches, and we're just going to cut 10 of this pink. We're going to use shades of pink, y'all. Hey, sis. Maybe. It was horrible. And I'm standing up at the hostess booth going, no, I'm not, because I'm being discreet. I don't want to embarrass the girl. I just want to continue my meal. No, I'm not being cruel about this. And I was like, no, she was being cruel. Like, she was totally cruel, totally selfish. Wasn't me. That's like going to the doctor's office. I never wear perfume. Never wear perfume to a doctor's office because we're there because we're sick. You know, there's something wrong with us. There's a reason we're at the doctor's office. So I just absolutely don't wear perfume to a doctor's office. I believe that's the considerate thing to do. Okay? Because, we're there because we're sick. The smell of my perfume at a doctor's office might make somebody even more sick. And I just don't want to take that chance. I'm a very, that's me. I rarely wear perfume. Rarely. When I do, it's when I, go out with my husband. I cut 8 instead of 10. Okay, my math is great tonight. We'll get there. So it's kind of like this. If you know anything about food, when it comes to food and eating, your sense of smell and how your food tastes literally goes hand in hand. Literally. I guess I'll be ordering more pink ribbon. Mm. If that, well, if you like have no sense of smell, literally, if you have no sense, then you should not wear perfume. You should not. That's like somebody having no sense of taste and you're sitting there letting them season the food. Would you let somebody that has no sense of taste season the food? You know what I mean? That's not good, folks. I gotta go find a different ribbon. I have to go find it because I don't know. And I know I don't have another roll of this. All I'm saying is, like, a bar of soap is cheaper than the perfume. Sorry, y'all. Let me go find a different roll of ribbon. I really thought there was enough on that one. Be right back. Georgia, if I had to like ride the city bus or something or public transportation and the same people were there all the time, I would have a polite conversation with them. I just would. I would politely just, say, hey. Ooh, that's a nice little treat. You know, usually sometimes if you kill them with a little kindness, say, you know what, sir, I'll buy you a bottle of your cologne if you would wait till after you ride the bus to put it on. Bribery works sometimes. UniqueInTheCreek.com. Okay. Two shades of pink. We're going to put one of each ribbon. And we're just going to do the outer ties because look how big she is. She's just going to cover up the inside. So we're not going to put any ribbon there. Everybody's so quiet tonight. By the way, I got to tell y'all something. So, it used to be when I went shopping and I bought something, even if I wanted it all, everything, I used to be nice enough to leave a couple for somebody else or something like that. And I'm like, why am I doing that? Why am I doing that? Like, you know, because I run my business first come, first serve. So when I found the picks that I wanted at Hobby Lobby while I was on the ground getting them, because of course they had to be on the bottom shelf, y'all. The bottom shelf. I went ahead and got them all. I was like, I went through the trouble to crawl around on the floor to get these. I'm taking them all. Nobody else deserves these because I had to find them in the first place because they were all the way at the back on the bottom shelf, of course. So since I went through all that effort, nobody else deserved them but me. And I took them all. Anybody else ever done that before? Everybody close to my Hobby Lobby is going, oh, so the reason I can't find that is because of you? Yep, it's because of me. I did that. I swiped the shelf clean. And of course, the day after I go to Hobby Lobby, the day after, it's like they knew I was coming the day after. They mark all the fall stuff down. 75% off. It's like, of course they would. Of course. It's like, okay, Jackie has been through here. We can mark the stuff down. I'm just sitting there thinking you probably should have marked it down the day that I was going to be there and you might be cleaned out. Because when it comes to fall stuff and the little tchotchkes that I put on wreaths, I wait till they go on sale. Then I clean the shelf off. I'm really bad about that because pumpkins and leaves and things, they're just timeless. They're going to last forever, right? So I'll go in and I'll rake the shelves off. I do, y'all. I will rake the shelves off. I get the look. I get the look. Roll up to the checkout with 3 shopping carts look. But, you know, I don't do that every year kind of thing. But this was my year to do it again. So now I got to go back. Everybody is so quiet tonight. So quiet. Y'all are quiet. I'm quiet. This doesn't work. Carrie, every now and then I do look to see what Hobby Lobby has online. But sometimes I'm an instant gratification person because Hobby Lobby takes a little bit longer for shipping than I personally like. If it's something I don't mind waiting for and I don't like need it right now, I'll just drive to the to the store. Um, but typically, and I'm not impatient, y'all. I'm not impatient. That's not the case. But with some things, usually I get something bubbling in my head, and I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait to do it. So, yeah. Especially because, I can ask my husband. Yes, you can. You can drill holes in the rail boards, any of the boards. Drill holes in them. Go for it. I'm lucky my husband, I can ask him, hey, will you go to Hobby Lobby when you get off work? Sure. Sure. That's like my own personal Amazon delivery, y'all. I can call Hobby Lobby and I can call somebody and I can get my own personal pickup, y'all. So if I don't think my husband knows what I'm looking for or what I need, I'll call Hobby Lobby and I'll ask them to get these products ready for my husband, and they will. Because Walmart delivery doesn't have that pickup service. You know what I mean? Okay, so Miss Sandra, ever so graciously, she puts pipe cleaners on the back, but we might have to move this one. We'll see. Let go of my snow girl. All right, the pipe cleaner's long enough. We're just going to be careful and not pull up and tighten it kind of thing. So I'm going to do the top first. Isn't she though? By the way, is there anybody on here that dabbles in fake bakes? Just curious. Okay, so I'm being really careful because, like I said, the pipe cleaner's like down here. That I don't pull up too far on my snow girl here. I might pull her up a little bit further, maybe. Maybe. No, we're good. Tina, I'm not really a pink person either. You know what? I probably should. Let me do this for y'all just for tonight so you can see her better. Ta-da! There we go. Just for y'all, I'll flip my mat over. How about that? Now my shades of pink show up better. I've kind of like gotten into a pink phase though, which is weird. Mostly because I looked at my wardrobe one day and literally my wardrobe was mostly red, black, and white. And I was like, I need more color in my life. We love her, y'all. She's our new friend. Alright, let's get some flex tube in here and then let's get to putting some goodies on. We're going to put 2 pieces of flex tube. It's just a very light pink in each tie. And we're going to do open end on both sides. So we're going to do a close and open end just to make it look more fun. I am making her high maintenance, Joyce. This is going to be a high maintenance girl when I'm done. I don't want to give anybody the wrong impression that women aren't high maintenance because, you know, I'm actually low maintenance, but don't ask my husband. He'll tell you I'm high maintenance. He must not be able to hear me because otherwise he'd be laughing. Oh, he is laughing, y'all. He's just laughing to himself to where I can't hear it. Believe it or not, there is something in my house that's higher maintenance than me. Oh, by the way, I cut my flex tube 24 inches, y'all. And it's our little dog, Chica. That little dog is high maintenance. Tina came prepared with the links tonight. She's like, huh, Jackie ain't gonna mess me up and I gotta go searching for links tonight. Tina is our Siri. I don't have Siri on my phone. My phone is an Android, so it's Bixby. Bixby, Bixby. And personally, I don't use that stuff because I don't like my technology telling me what to do. And plus, I'm also afraid that Bixby's going, look, I just don't understand you. They didn't program me in Southern twang. And by the way, just because I have an Android doesn't mean I'm anti-Apple. All our tablets are iPads because iPad is the best tablet. I'm all about good technology. Thanksgiving is next week. Anybody have big family traditions? Are you talking to me, Tina? There's Miss Sandra. There is the creator. There's Miss Sandra, the creator of our beautiful snowman. She's here, y'all. Hi, Miss Sandra. Everybody's loving the snow girl. I ran out of my big long pipe cleaners today. I'm running out of a lot of stuff, y'all. I'm starting to run out of a lot of stuff. I need more long pipe cleaners. We love her. All right, so check this out. So I have this ribbon, as y'all can see. It's got when I make my bow, it's going to the print is going to go up and down, right? So let me show you what I'm going to do. Because if I go to loop again, then it's up twice here, down twice here, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to cut some tails. And then I'm actually going to go backwards in how I make a bow to make sure that I'm going opposite. I would pray tell. That's not working. In theory, I thought it was going to work, but it's not. Oh, that's how I'll do it. Okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. I'm just going to have to do it by hand, which is what it is. I'm picky, y'all. So the snow girl came about because I messaged Sandra and I said, hey, I want a snow girl. And that's what I got. Yay! That's how talented she is, y'all. I got exactly what I wanted. I think we need some plain pink. Let me grab a plain pink ribbon. 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 R-I. Ribbon. Ugh. Wants what for Christmas, Miss Joyce? Well, in case y'all didn't know, I do sell my wreaths. They are available for purchase. Everybody's so quiet. We're not playing golf, y'all. We're making a wreath. You can make noise. It's okay. You're not going to startle the woodland creatures. I promise you're not going to disturb my neighbors. My neighbors are cornfields. Deb, you're always crafting. My sis Deb, y'all, she crafts like everything. I'm surprised you haven't gotten into the clay foam, Deb. I think I'm waiting for you to get into it to let me know. Okay, y'all. So, for my theme, Sandra, don't get upset with me. This bow is beautiful, but it kind of doesn't go with my theme. So, I'm going to cover it, Sandra. Please don't be upset with me. Okay? Please still love me. Sandra, you still love me? I hope you do, because you know what? I've actually done worse to plushies than cover up a bow. In my history of plushies and wreath attachment, it's the worst thing I ever do is cover up the bow. Well, I'm actually going to use it to support my bow. So that's fine. I'm not going to take it off. Okay. Laurie's back, y'all. Shh, behave yourselves. Aren't her eyes so cute? Kind of crushing on my own bow making skills right now. Y'all ever do that? Okay, so first thing we're going to do. Oh, y'all ready for the goodie box? If you're not ready for the goodie box, I'll just put it back. I don't think anybody likes goodies on wreaths, so I can just put it back. Woo! Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put some candy in her. Let me find a single one. We're going to put some candy, a little candy ball. Anybody know where my wire cutters are at? Oh, there they are. We're going to put a candy ball right in the center of the bow. Just to kind of put the little, see? Just a little kind of, it's like putting a period at the end of a sentence. Okay, So we have some pink lollipops. The problem with the pink lollipops, that stick is pretty long. Let me get my bad boy wire cutters out. Those are my mini wire cutters. They won't do the job. Let's get the big ones out. So what I'm checking to see is how bad this is going to unravel, which I don't think when I cut the stick down, because that's exactly what I'm fixing to do. Because we don't need that much stick. But I do think I might have an idea for the stick, so I think I'll keep it around. Because it looks like a candy stick now. So I think I'll keep that around for a minute. See, it looks like a candy stick. This might end up going in the wreath. So we'll leave that to the side. Okay, so let's get to the business of loading her up with some goodies. So what I'm going to do is, yes, I hot glued it, but I'm going to take my pipe cleaner just to make sure it stays in place and tie it around the lollipop. I will not sing. I'm trying not to sing because I don't want to punish. I don't want anybody to feel like I'm punishing them. Okay, so I'm making sure that I'm kind of tilting that one up, believe it or not, because this one's going to go about the same spot on the other side, just for balance. So I'm going to kind of make sure that it points down, because even though they're like in the same spot, we don't want them going. We want to make sure that while we're designing that our stuff isn't straight across from each other. Because if it's straight across from each other, I'm going to tell you what your eye naturally does. Instead of going around the wreath and taking everything in, it automatically darts your eyes left to right. And you don't want that. We only have 2 cupcakes, so I'm going to kind of wait to put those in last. We have some cute little marshmallows, y'all. Oh, thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. And one looks more, well, one's a marshmallow, like one's a, so I'm cutting one of each shape off the pick. So after these cool down and they've set in, I'll go back and make my adjustments. I know I cut 3 of the, so where'd it go? Maybe I didn't. Could have sworn I did. No, nothing will ever top that Grinch swag, ever. But I did see something cool the other day that got me thinking, Deb, and I might try it next year. I might have to try an upside down Christmas tree. Y'all, just to tell the story about the swag. So, a couple years ago, my friend, I call her sis, we're best friends. And she's more of a sister to me than anything. Uh, you know, her children, both her sons are in the military. And unfortunately, when being in the military, it's kind of like a transient nature kind of thing. So anyway, so when her grandkids moved to other states, it's kind of depressing, right? So what I did, because she was like, well, I'm not going to she has a 12-foot Christmas tree. Hey, Tony. So she just wasn't going to put that up anymore. So I was like, well, since she's not going to put a Christmas tree up anymore, I made her this 5-foot tall swag to put up instead. And it had all her kids' names on it and grandkids. Actually, it was longer than 5 feet by the time I was done with it, but I have pictures, don't worry. I had a hard time taking a picture of it my with Deb holding it because like the wreath was taller than she is. All right, let's add our cupcakes because they're pink. What do you mean, Joyce? I like. I don't think you're asking me for a recommendation on glue sticks, right? Right. You're alive. Okay. So basically, you need a really thick layer of mesh. You can't use a thin amount of mesh and use hot glue. What are the picks made of? That's another question. Are they styrofoam? Because sometimes you could just cut the pick off and poke holes and use pipe cleaners like I did. This was a pick, and I just poked holes and added a pipe cleaner instead. Are they heavy? If it's plastic, you really need to heavily hot glue it so that it doesn't come out. and really like cram the pick into the mesh. Houston, we have a problem. We got to move one of those. I don't like how that looked. Speaking of why I don't like, do y'all see how that looks very left to right, and it makes your eye go left to right? Do y'all see what I'm talking about? I think we're going to pull this out. Yep. And I might actually have to cut it out because it's so glued in, y'all. Nobody's gonna notice. Because that'll be covered up. The power of hot glue. Like I said, nobody's gonna notice that I cut that out because it left a piece behind, because my cupcake's gonna cover it up. Okay, that looks so much better. That looks so much better, my friends. Much better. Okay, and then what we're going to do which one? I think I'm gonna just put these right here, y'all, like waste not, want not, right? I think it looks cute. I actually kind of think it's ingenious. It's like a extra pick that I didn't have to buy. Y'all know what I mean? All right. So what I'm going to do, because I don't like that one empty spot. Ooh, I still have my bow maker out. I'm going to make a smaller bow to go up there. It's not that often. I used to put 2 bows in a wreath all the time. My style and taste changed over the years. You'll find that as the longer you do something, you kind of change it up, and the way that you do things changes. And you start liking something else better than the way you did it before. My husband's going up and downstairs. He's happy to see the Christmas totes go. He's like, they gotta go. Like, what big, like, do y'all have, like, big cleaning projects that y'all do to get ready for Thanksgiving? Anybody? Other than, like, the basic house cleaning, you know? No, Deb. No brownies.
I'll make the brownies tomorrow night.
That's after I go see her.
That's okay.
Did you hear that, Dad? He's gonna be mean and make them tomorrow night for Tiffany. our big cleaning project is we shampoo the carpet. And what's bad is I already shampooed the carpet once this year. And I'm getting ready to shampoo it again. I don't know, I lost count. Buster's trying to kill Greg. He's following him up and down the steps. I'm surprised Buster hasn't given up at this point and just sat at the top of the steps staring at him, because that's what Buster does. When I go up and down the steps usually, he'll just eventually just sit at the top of the steps and like, when you're done, pick a floor, lady, pick a floor. Alright, so we're going to put another candy piece, just like we did, in the middle of this one. Just to kind of top that off. Ta-da! We loves her. I gotta order more pink ribbon. Thank you, Miss Sandra. What are we gonna do Monday? Anybody remember what we're gonna do Monday? Anybody? Anybody? Look, Tina Kelly's like, I remember, and I already got the link and everything. Everything. That's what we're doing Monday, y'all. Isn't he cute? I'm telling y'all, I got talented friends. Very talented. Very, very talented friends. Alright, y'all. Thanks for hanging out and enjoying it. I hope y'all learned something tonight. I kind of leave the Christmas trees and stuff to Laurie. So, that kind of thing, because but we're going to be using a large round board with the gingerbread Monday. We're going to have lots of fun with that one because it's super cute. Alright. Y'all have a great rest of the week. Have a great weekend. And I will see y'all Monday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. Alright. Bye, y'all.